Run, you're down by one, all of a sudden you go on a 13-2 run. Really in this thing by 10. Was anything y'all learned at halftime to help you get there?
No, Coach just told us that we need to pick it up on the defensive end. We were letting them get every shot they wanted, and then they use their press to their advantage because they're so athletic. They get you to speed up and turn it over, and that's what they were doing in the first half. We weren't cutting hard enough, and we were leaving our guards out to dry, especially the back line. And he just told us that, we have to break their press because we were getting some transition points there at the end, and that's what brought us back into the game. So I think once we just settled down and realized how we can beat them and stop trading baskets and get stops, then we're going to get the win. So
was that the best basketball you all played this season?
I don't know. It's hard to compare because the teams are a little different, so you can't really compare each game. But I think our effort in the second half was one of the best that we've had this entire season from everybody. Because some nights, that's the great thing about our team. Every night we're going to have someone else step up, whether it's Myisha, who's been doing that the last two games, and Mariah, or Bria Smith, or Jude Schimmel. So I don't think you can compare whether this is our best game, but I think it's up there with effort-wise, mentally, and physically, especially in the second half.
Did you know you're close to a triple-double?
Yeah, towards the end. The last time out, everyone kept coming to me like, 2 more assists, 2 more assists. So when I came out, I told my teammates, I said, spot up, because I'm going to be passing it to you.
Sarah, what is it like just to be out there with a moment like this? Coach Walz gets 200. You've been a part of a lot of those victories with you.
He's just a great coach. His passion for the game is like no other. And he's so smart. I've never had the chance to sit down and just pick his brain apart and ask him how he's gotten to where he is now and what goes on in his brain, because he doesn't think like all of the other coaches. He doesn't have a set style of basketball. He just does whatever works and whatever's going to get the win. And he's one of the most competitive coaches I've ever met, and he pushes us every day. Some days we don't like him, but we know at the end of the day that he'll do anything for us on and off the court, and I'm just proud and excited for him because his hard work is paying off, and eventually here, if it doesn't happen this year, in these next 5 years, I really think University of Louisville women's basketball is going to win a national championship, and we owe a big part to Coach Walz and where he's brought this program these last 8 years.
Myisha, it's the second game you've come off the bench, and it's the second game you've been the leading scorer. Is this working out pretty well for you?
I guess so. It's just something I have to keep working at. Like, these are easy points that I'm getting, so I have to just play hard. Whether, like I said last interview, whether I'm coming off the bench or not, I just have to keep playing hard and sprint the floor.
Seems like, is that your main focus? Just make sure you keep running the floor 40 minutes, because eventually, you outrun people and you're getting a lot of those.
Yes, because that's what's working. I've been sprinting the floor. My teammates are looking for me in the transition, so.
Sarah, Coach said multiple times he's not worried about conference championships, worried more about postseason success. For you, with a game like Duke coming up and where you guys are right now in the conference, do you think about that at all, about being either the best or one of the best teams in this conference?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Just me personally, I'm a competitive person. Whatever it is, if it's a game of horse or whatever, I'm looking to win. And so we know that we can stay with the best in the ACC. And being our first year, we want to prove ourselves that we are capable of winning the whole thing, the ACC championship. But it's not going to be easy. We got Duke next, and just like Coach says all the time, our schedule worked out with the first half of playing kind of the lower half of the ACC teams. Now we're starting to play more top 25 with Syracuse, Duke coming up, at Notre Dame. So it's just going to get harder from here. But I don't think we think about it too much of, focusing on the ACC tournament, winning an ACC championship. We just want to get better as a team and ultimately be able to compete with the top 10 teams and prepare for the postseason, because, if we're wanting to get back to a Final Four, we're going to have to go through some pretty tough teams like on the road at Notre Dame and on the road at Duke.
Myisha, what does Coach do to train you as a team on finding the open teammate? Are there drills that you do, or is there film, whether it be other college teams, NBA, WNBA, that he shows you in finding that?
Yes, in the beginning of the season, he showed us a clip of the Spurs, how well they passed the ball, and he wanted us to do something similar like that, because we do have great shooters on the outside. But some drills that we do, it's like jump stop and then kick. You have to always jump stop, don't do the running pass, because those are the passes that get deflected. So, it's just a jump stop and look for your shooters. We know where they're supposed to be, so that's what makes it so easy.
See ya.